The first known written accounts of Atlantis come from the ancient Greek philosopher Plato. In his dialogues Timaeus and Critias, Plato introduces us to the story of a powerful and advanced civilization that existed thousands of years before his time. According to Plato, Atlantis was an island located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, known today as the Strait of Gibraltar. Atlantis was said to be a utopian civilization, a society of incredible wealth and technological prowess. Its people were ruled by a series of kings descended from the gods, and the island was rich in natural resources. Atlantis, according to Plato, was an advanced culture far ahead of its time, its technology, architecture, and power unmatched by anything known to the ancient world. However, this golden age did not last. Atlantis, consumed by pride and ambition, fell into corruption. Its leaders sought to expand their empire through conquest, leading to a disastrous war with ancient Athens. Eventually, Atlantis faced its reckoning. The gods, angered by the Atlanteans' hubris, unleashed a series of natural disasters, and the entire island sank into the ocean. The story of Atlantis has lived on through the centuries, inspiring everything from literature to art to popular culture. But what are the real origins of this ancient tale? Was Plato simply using the story to comment on the dangers of imperialism and greed, or was there some truth behind his words? Over the centuries, scholars have tried to decipher the true meaning of Plato's story. But perhaps the most intriguing question is, could Atlantis have been based on a real place? If so, where was it located? Plato gave several key descriptions of Atlantis: a vast island with mountains and fertile plains, a sophisticated city, and a powerful navy. Many believe that his account of Atlantis might be based on the Minoan civilization, which flourished on the island of Crete around 1450 BCE. The Minoans were an advanced society, known for their elaborate palaces and vast maritime trade network. However, their civilization came to a sudden and violent end, with some theories suggesting a massive volcanic eruption on the island of Thera, modern-day Santorini, may have destroyed them. The eruption of Thera around 1600 BCE was one of the largest volcanic events in recorded history, and its aftermath may have caused widespread destruction. Some scholars suggest that the sudden demise of the Minoan civilization could have inspired the Atlantis myth, with Plato's account serving as a metaphor for a lost and destroyed civilization. Yet, there are other candidates for the inspiration behind Atlantis. One possibility is the ancient city of Tartessos, located near the mouth of the Guadalquivir River in modern-day Spain. Tartessos was a wealthy, seafaring civilization that flourished around 1000 BCE. The city was known for its gold, silver, and tin trade, but it mysteriously disappeared from historical records. Some believe that the loss of Tartessos, possibly due to a natural disaster or invasion, could have been the inspiration for the legend of Atlantis. Could these cities, or others like them, have given birth to the tale of a great civilization lost to time? As technology has advanced, so too has the search for Atlantis. Today, scientists and explorers use cutting-edge equipment to scan the ocean floor for signs of lost civilizations. Submarine vehicles and underwater sonar are employed to locate submerged ruins, but the question remains, can modern science uncover the truth of Atlantis? In recent years, expeditions have ventured into the depths of the Mediterranean and the Atlantic Ocean, attempting to uncover any traces of the fabled city. One such expedition explored the area near the Azores, an archipelago in the mid-Atlantic Ocean where some believe Atlantis may have once existed. The Azores are located on the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, a geologically active area where tectonic plates are constantly shifting. This area's volcanic activity could explain the potential for an island sinking beneath the waves. However, no definitive evidence has been found to support the claim that Atlantis ever existed in this region. While the search for Atlantis continues, many experts agree that it's unlikely that a city as grand as Plato described could have existed in the precise location he suggested. The scientific community remains divided, with some arguing that Atlantis was a purely mythical construct while others believe that hidden beneath the waves may still lie remnants of a forgotten civilization. Could the legend of Atlantis simply be a philosophical allegory? Plato, after all, was known for using myths to convey deeper meanings. The story of Atlantis might not have been meant to describe a literal place, but rather to illustrate the dangers of human pride and the fallibility of even the most advanced civilizations. Some scholars suggest that Atlantis was meant as a cautionary tale, an exploration of the theme of hubris, the overreaching ambition that leads to a downfall. In Plato's story, the gods punish the Atlanteans for their greed and desire for conquest, wiping the island off the map as a reminder of the dangers of unchecked power. If Atlantis was a creation of Plato's imagination, its symbolism would have been deeply rooted in the context of ancient Greece. The story could have served as a warning about the limits of power, a lesson for the Greeks who, at the time, were struggling with their own political and military ambitions. Despite the arguments for Atlantis being a myth, there are those who believe the legend may have roots in real events. Could an advanced civilization have once thrived and disappeared, leaving behind only faint traces of its existence? Throughout history, we've uncovered lost cities like Pompeii, Machu Picchu, and even the remains of the Minoan civilization. Could Atlantis be one of these lost civilizations, buried beneath layers of history and water? The search for Atlantis continues, driven by the belief that somewhere beneath the ocean, hidden in the depths, lies evidence of a civilization far more advanced than anything we've uncovered. Perhaps Atlantis isn't a myth, but a lost chapter of human history waiting to be rediscovered. The story of Atlantis may be far from over. With new technology, the quest to uncover the truth of this legendary civilization is ongoing. Could new advancements in archaeology and underwater exploration finally shed light on the fate of Atlantis? As our understanding of the ancient world continues to grow, we may one day discover evidence that confirms or disproves the existence of Atlantis. Until then, the search will continue, driven by our desire to uncover the lost secrets of our past. The mystery of Atlantis will likely persist for centuries to come, inspiring curiosity, exploration, and imagination. Whether it remains a myth or becomes a reality, the legend of the Lost City will continue to captivate the hearts and minds of those who seek to understand the unknown. Thank you for joining us on this journey. What do you think? Is Atlantis real, or is it simply a story of legend and lore? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of unsolved mysteries.